What is up, dogs? The Duke of Game here, and today I am starting a new series called Educate Yourself. Is what a YouTuber's intro might sound like. In this video, as you probably already know, I'll be discussing the ins and outs, the ups and the downs of the massive website and community, YouTube. I'm going to assume that all of you watching at least know the basics of YouTube, since it has become, well, sort of an essential everyday tool in classrooms and homes worldwide. Well, and also you have to be on YouTube to even watch this in the first place, so yeah. But you may have some questions about YouTube as well, and I am just going to hope that they are the same questions that I had. Some of these questions might include, what is the most viewed video on YouTube? Or, what elements go into creating the ideal YouTube video? Well, those and more will be answered throughout the course of this amazing video. But before we get into the questions, let's take a look at how big YouTube really is. So first off, YouTube has over 1 billion users, which, by the way, is almost 1/3 of the entire internet, and is 1/8 of the population of the entire planet. And those users build up hundreds of millions of views per hour. I mean, YouTube is actually so big, it reaches more 18 to 49-year-old viewers than any cable network in the US. And if you think us Americans like YouTube a lot, well, you may be right, but the rest of the world likes it a whole lot more. 80%. Yes, that's right. 80% of the views on YouTube come from places outside of the US. I mean, some of the biggest YouTubers live outside of the US. Which brings us to our first question. Who is the biggest YouTuber? Now, yes, that is a complicated question because you could define big as several different things. Subscribers, view time, views, etc. But surprisingly, one man has been able to conquer all of these categories. And yep, you guessed it, it's Felix Arvid Ulf Kegelberg. Sorry if I butchered that, but you can just call him PewDiePie for short. Heard of him? This guy is a 5'11", 26-year-old Swedish video producing beast, and a major icon on YouTube. I mean, he actually has 42,538,643 subscribers. I mean, you almost run out of breath saying that number. That is probably way more people than you will ever even meet in your entire life. If you want to put it into perspective, try counting to 42 million. Go ahead, do it right now. I'll give you 10 seconds. Maybe even I'll put a counter up here for you. Yeah, that's about 10. Yeah, you can't, can ya? Well, in short, it's an impressive amount of viewers. And his overall view count is even more impressive. That number falls right around 11,350,973,121 as of about a week ago. And yes, you heard me correctly, 11 billion views. That is more views than there are people on this earth. But that's enough about our friend PewDiePie. Let's move on to the next question. Who is the most viewed YouTuber? Yeah, I actually just answered this. It's PewDiePie again. Let's actually just assume everything involving views, subscribers, or any other terms of measurement is somehow related to or is PewDiePie. Okay, now that that's out of the way, next question. What is the most viewed genre on YouTube? Now this one may not surprise you, but it did surprise me quite a bit. So, the most viewed genre on YouTube is, drumroll please, music videos. I know, right? Kinda anticlimactic. But when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. So, the number one form of advertisement for YouTubers is what? Word of mouth, right? Well, that may be all a YouTuber has, but a musician like, let's say, Lady Gaga, has way more means of getting the word out. Of course, she'll have the several interviews with all the different talk show hosts and a billion different press conferences. There will also be ads on TV, but probably most importantly for a song, she'll get advertised over the radio. So if you add all that plus word of mouth, you get quite the storm of viewers. Plus, you know, free music is generally liked. So it entirely does make sense that music would be the number one genre on YouTube. Well, at least in terms of views. But, if you subtract all the music from the list, what genre is next? Is it gaming? Is it vlogs? Is it educational videos? Nope. It's sketches/TV clips. When you take all the music videos out of the list of the top 30 most viewed, what remains is mostly funny sketches like, of course, the famed Charlie Bit My Finger. And you can't forget David Goes to the Dentist, or Harry Potter Puppet Pals, and the mysterious ticking noise, one of my personal favorites. But also, there's a ton of clips from shows like America's Got Talent, The Voice, etc. So again, those clearly have the same unfair advantages as the music videos. But the sketches are on the same level as all the other traditional YouTube videos, and still get hundreds of millions of views. But what about the most viewed YouTube video of all time? Okay, you probably guessed it. The most viewed video of all time is Gangnam Style.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
Yes, I know, it's probably the most pointless video on YouTube, but it is very funny and very catchy. Two very popular themes on YouTube. So, now that you know all about what seems to catch the popular eye on YouTube, what do you think the perfect YouTube video would look like? Well, you know, I'd say it'd be somewhat of a hybrid between comedy, video games, music, and of course, action. Maybe it'd look a little bit like this.
Hey, bro, what you doing? Gaming up, and what's to ya? Oh, no, just curious, cause I heard you was pretty good at this. You know, I'm alright, but I sure could beat you any night. Is that a challenge coming from you? Bruh, your skills are absolute poo. I see how it is. Past that point, let's get into this biz. Okay, y'all, it's probably confused, but it's okay, cause I'm here for you. The boys is super concentrated, and look, his cheese is finally grated. The realsies though, they're getting into it. Listen as you watch them finish this. The trash and the lashing are far from lazy, all to win this card match. Now ain't that crazy? Well, it's looking like the game's coming to its ends, so I'm off, but before you go, let's see who wins. That's right, let's get back into this, yo. Slim Shady Lady. Oh man, how'd you do that? I got straight whoop, bro. Ha! True that! But I told you there's no stopping me. I'm the greatest there will ever be. So sit down and enjoy this clover, cause I'm sorry to say, sir, but your career is over.
So thank you all for watching my education video on YouTube. In the end, we've come to the conclusion that the most viewed genre or type of YouTube video is the music video. So make sure to like and subscribe and leave your thoughts in the comments below. See you next year! JK, because high school hates creativity and has taken horizons out of our education. Have a nice day!